Hello, and welcome to another Monday night co-op stream with
Yes.
us, the Co-Opti crew from Co-Optimus.com.
Lies.
Fake news.
Yep,
Alright, shut it
no,
down.
no, yep, that's it. All right, that was the stream. Thanks.
Well done.
We are here this week with Full Metal Furies from the folks at Cellar Door Games, who stop beating up that cat.
It's funny, though. Hey,
So what is
Case.
Full Metal Furies?
Full Metal Furies from the folks at Cellar Door Games, which is what I was trying to get out, for, who made Rogue Legacy. It's a side-scrolling brawler with some interesting, unique things. So there's 4 different character classes. We were repping 3 of them here. Hopefully Locke will join us here at some point. We can see the 4th, but we've got a tank, which I think is you, Nick.
Yep.
There is a fighter, which is Mike,
Hello.
and I am the engineer.
And we're just gonna jump in here.
Yeah. So it's a sort of what you saw there was there's a overworld screen where you can select a mission and go in. They're usually pretty short, like the stages themselves aren't more than a handful of screens, and some of them are like only 2 screens long, kind of a thing. And those are usually like more like challenge maps or whatever. But yeah, so each one of these characters controls a little bit differently. I've got a gun that I can use, and I have to reload. I also have, every character has their own attack, so the fighter swings that hammer. The tank uses her shield, and I can also roll to evade things. I have a special little turret I can toss out to damage guys. And that one guy I'm not doing any damage to because he's got a red shield on. So the way that they kind of set up some of this stuff is, okay, every character has a color. When an enemy has a shield, you have to hit the shield with the right color. Bring that shield down. Once the shield's down,
Skip that dialogue.
you can damage the person. I'm gonna stand over here and not get killed. Or maybe I will get killed. Try to revive Mike.
Yes. So the the other thing about this game, Nick, please revive me.
I think the game desynced. I don't even see you on my screen.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm back to the menu.
excellent. We ran into this issue the other day when we were prepping.
Yeah. I mean, it did come out last week. I saw one of the first patches they had was for online stability.
Well,
Oh. Looks like it only dropped Nick. I don't know what Nick's problem is.
alright.
It was weird because like Jason was moving around the screen just fine, but I did not see Mike anywhere.
Alright, let's bring him back in. I guess we have to start all over. You can't just drop in, right? Let's find out.
Send me the invites.
View all friends. Yeah, you can't just invite people in. I can invite them to watch, but I'm not into that. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the title screen and start over.
Welcome to Full Metal Furies.
Yeah.
So you only saw, so we only got to show off a little bit of the action there, but I mean, I'm barring little bugs like that they're gonna get worked out here, I'm sure, once the devs have some time to kind of go through it. I really
Once
like
they-
what they've.
Once
got
they
going.
patchworking co-op into the game.
That's. It's working. I don't want to go down this path with you.
I just busted your chops.
Yeah.
It's better than Monster Hunter.
Yes. Exactly.
All right.
Doesn't even
So let's.
ship with co-op. Anyways, I really like what they've got going on here. I think for a side-scrolling brawler, it brings some of the same sort of mechanics and ideas that
Mhm.
Celador had in Rogue Legacy. It requires a lot of.
Come on.
Oh, are you disconnected again?
No, the cats are drinking out of the glass of water on my desk.
Oh.
No. Yeah, they'll do that. So tonight's not the night for keeping coherent thoughts, apparently. I really dig it. I'll just put it that way.
The only thing I don't like is that the dodge mechanic is like on a timer. Like I want it to play like an action game, and that feels like it prohibits it.
It forces you to really think about it, like the way that you want to get out of a situation, and like the best way to do it. And it's interesting too. Like every character has a different way, kind of doing that. If they don't have their dodge readily available. So, for instance, my engineer has a attack, the Y attack, which is like her special heavy or secondary attack, whatever it is. It causes the enemy to bounce back, right? So if I don't have my roll up, I could always use that to get some distance from the enemy. The fighter, her Y is actually a counter. So if she gets that up right before she's hit, regardless if it's like a bullet or a melee attack, she'll counter, and like she'll be invulnerable for that short period of time, and she'll kind of like dash at whatever's attacking her and do some damage to it. So I like the way that they kind of built in this thing of you do have a oh shit, let me get away button when you need it, but it also kind of forces you to think about how else to get away from things on a more regular basis. Which I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I get how, hey, let me just dodge all the time or whatever, but I kind of... and the fact that every class has a different dodge, has a different cooldown, has a different thing, means it's sort of, you know, if you spend your time bouncing back and forth between the different classes, you're going to kind of feel really different about each one.
Right. My biggest thing with the game is I still have a hard time figuring out when I need to try and counter, because if we're all standing on top of each other, it's impossible to tell what enemy is aiming at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, I mean, like, they do a pretty good job of, or they, you know, try to... This is going to be fun for us.
Can I block these bullets?
You can,
Okay.
up to a point.
Ouch.
Yes, I know how to revive people.
Now my screen again, Mike. You've gotten like completely desynced from the game.
I assure you that I am reviving you.
Oh. Does that bullet keep catching me?
Well, now I'm revived. What? That's cool. Fission mailed. It's fine.
It's fine, it doesn't go back too far.
Yeah.
And real quickly, while we're all looking at this here, Mastery Progress is something that you unlock. That's another nice feature. It's done. This is interesting. Why we're down here and Mike's up there, I don't know. It unlocks stuff across your entire profile, so it's tied to your equipment. Crawl down here. There you go. So like your main weapon, your secondary attack, your dodge mechanic, and your B move, like your big ultimate move, whatever that may be for each class. So there's different versions of all of those that you can get and find in the game. Like there's tons of sort of unlocks and hidden things and for every single one of those that you level up, it unlocks a permanent stat boost to something. So it'll either be like your strength mechanic, which determines how much damage you do with your base attack,
Shit.
or it'll be
Whatever.
your tech, which is, let's see if we can sort of.
Oh, I made it.
Do this. There we go.
Perfect. Can we advance the screen without Nick?
There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah. So each one of those that you level up, like I said, they give you some sort of bonus.
So they highlight secrets back in the camp, right?
Well, so they give you half of, there's two halves to every single tablet. One half gives you a clue where the other half of the tablet is. The other half of the tablet, I haven't figured out yet. Oh, wait. Over here. Secrets!
Nice blueprint.
Desert Beagle.
Boy, yeah, the Rogue Legacy and the descriptions of all these items is strong.
Yes, it is. So those things, the upgrades, the profile goes across your profile, by which I mean, that gets applied to any character that you choose to play as once you unlock it, which is really nice. So it's like a cumulative effect too. Spawn campers. So one thing too with the enemies is you do have some idea of where they're attacking just based off of if you look at the arrows around them, which I know visually is tough to parse. Got his equipment leveled up. That's a mad Minotaur, watch out. Oh. Ah! Almost there. Go get him, Nick. Go get the other. No, get the red shield.
Got him.
Oh. Nick with the final blow there. So yeah, it's busy.
It's like it'll pop up the arrows that say you're being targeted, and then they'll blink, but when there's a whole pile of enemies all stacked on top of each other, or when you're pressed up against a wall and an enemy can shoot through it and you can't, it gets to be a little bit clumsy.
Yeah. There's different conceits, obviously, for this that, they go through with it. But, it's, the thing I really like with the co-op is different classes, and in single, if you decide to play it single player, then you can switch back and forth between two of the classes.
Yeah.
But having the different classes and sort of, I would imagine the pro play or people who get into this a lot, one of the things to be really interested in seeing is there's this idea of air crits, right? So if you hit an enemy that's in the air, you do more damage to them, and there's a kind of idea that you can do.
Uh-oh, Jason just got dropped.
Yeah, I did. There's an idea that you can kind of do combos into that, right? So, for instance, I could get through that little scene there, and we can get back in. So for the engineer, right, my Y attack will bounce an enemy up in the air, And once they're up in the air, then like uh, Nick as the tank could use his B attack, which is like this shout that sort of hits anything in a radius.
Right.
So I'd bounce it up, Nick would hit B, it'd bounce it again, and Mike could do something. The sniper class, which we don't have here, but the sniper class is all about sort of like hitting stuff like that. So they're really like, that's the class that is, hey, like, let's juggle some fools. Which I'll go ahead and just switch to the sniper real quick. I can't promise I'm going to be any good, but at least show it off here. Yeah. The music in this game is pretty good too.
It's pretty dope. I got a cool. Oh, that's pretty cool.
What'd you do to that cat?
Look, I hold on. But look at my jump now.
You're stuck in midair on my screen.
Wow.
Like you never touch the ground. You're just getting higher and higher with every jump.
That's pretty great.
Take a screen. You're completely off the screen now.
Excellent.
But I see you attacking the cat. Oh, you're back down on the ground.
Alright, let's see.
Wreaking some havoc.
I'm gonna level up these abilities a little bit. Alright. Yeah, the combo system between the characters is pretty
There we
sweet.
go.
Alright, let's see if we can actually get another mission in.
Let us see indeed.
Alright, so it actually killed me in the middle of the cutscene, so I didn't get to see the result of it.
Basically, the Minotaur dude was like, hey, why don't you guys join me? They're all like, nah.
But everyone is super fragile. You almost want to treat this like Contra or something.
Yeah, you definitely don't have a ton of... like, despite what the health meter shows, like, it's not as much
You
as
can basically
think.
get hit twice, even if you
That's a
level
little
up.
bit more than that, but yeah. Oop.
The heck?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's glitched.
It is well, Nick is gone, and we can't hurt these enemies.
Okay.
What? Who did you piss off, Nick?
You're no kidding.
Well, I can show off my sweet counter abilities now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I keep getting revived to 100 and then it goes back to 99.
You're not even on my screen.
Jason sees me, don't you? Because you keep trying to revive me.
Sure, that's what I'm doing.
And now you're teabagging me.
Nope, I'm just trying to revive you.
Should we just die and see if it brings him back?
Sure.
Especially since
We
you can't
didn't
hit
have
these
this
guys.
problem, what, 2 days ago?
No, yeah. Yeah, Nick and I were playing.
Maybe.
I mean, Mike and I were playing, and we had no issues.
Why
Orc for
doesn't
two,
one of
not
you?
for three?
Why doesn't someone else try hosting?
Well, let's see, like, where this puts us back or whatever.
Here we are. Nice grapple.
Grapnel, I believe, is the term you're looking for there. Grapnel. Well, we'll get a chance to test it out now.
Nick is not on my screen.
Oh, Nick's back up.
Weird.
I revived
Very
him.
weird.
It worked. He's alive.
Aha.
Dodge bullets.
Ugh. Great.
Don't go to. Oh man, that sucks. The camera. The
I
camera
just saw
like,
when
scrolls-
you died, it launched you off my screen.
I got you, Nick. Just move through the wall a little bit.
Yeah, when the thing scrolled up, like I move.
Hmm.
There we go. Guess we know which way we're supposed to go, cat. I shot the cat!
Should we keep going? See if it pulls Nick along with us?
There we go, there we go.
Nope. Revive glitch again.
I'm gonna...
Okay.
Yep. Oh, cool.
Yeah, Nick. Which one of the devs did you piss off?
I was gonna say, this is... we can't do anything. Is Nick on your screen?
Yeah, he's just saying help. I'm helping. To the best of my abilities.
I'm helping. I'm helping you.
Let me see if I can drop what happens.
Yep.
Yellow shield.
Torch of shields on the guy? That's nice at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's keep going. I wonder what was causing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the internet connections are wonky. Oh, I know where we are.
Low-key internets.
Yeah.
Dog pile. Uh-oh.
No, thank you. Whoa! Ah.
This came out last week, looks like.
Yeah.
But it didn't have an early access before.
I
It did. It had a closed early access, as I recall.
I countered and then it killed me.
I think you countered right into a bullet. I don't know.
I don't know either. Alright, let's try that again. But this game is, you know, even when you're not having odd networking issues, this game is not easy.
No.
Like, you kind of have to figure out
Rogue,
exactly what you need to do.
Rogue and sort of focus, like, especially when you get stuff like this, where it's like, okay.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the reviews are complaining about the net code. The negative ones, anyway.
Yeah.
It was like, works okay for 2, add a third person and it goes awry.
Interesting.
Alright, well, it's not just you then, Nick. You take some solace in that.
So next week for me would be our 10th anniversary.
Oh yeah.
We need to do something.
We're gonna play 50 Cent Blood in the Sand, right?
I'm down for that.
You gotta hit those ramps.
I don't have an Xbox 360 anymore, though. That might be difficult.
I forget if the game's backwards compatible or not.
Doink. Alright. We did it.
Yay!
Alright. Well, it sucks that adding a third player really screws it, because Jason and I definitely played this for, what, like 2 hours the other day,
Yeah.
and had,
Yeah,
like, one disconnection over the whole time.
And then it was fine.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, yeah.
So it sounds like 3 players is a known issue, so don't hold it too against them.
I wonder if that's true if, like, if you do the combo co-op, right? So if you have 2 people local, third online.
Yo, should we open this mystery box?
Pandora's box? Of course you should.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Later. So I have a pet theory, and that pet theory is that the developers of this game read the comic Lumberjanes and said, "Let's do that." I don't know if any of all have read that, but it is.
I have not.
The writing is like identical. Oh, sniper!
Oh, Meg.
Sniper girl. What's in your trench coat there?
Bullets?
Bullets.
No.
All right, let's. We have unlocked discounts. Well,
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
the good stuff. Interesting. Is that retroactive or from now on?
Yep. That is retroactive,
Nice.
and it is also cumulative. So basically, from now on, which is an awesome thing, like, you'll see the VIP discount. So it's nice for, like, since every character contributes in their own way as far as leveling them up and getting new gear and all that kind of stuff. if you play really far with one character and get a bunch of gold, that gold will carry over to other characters, so you can switch to a different character who may be level 0, and you'll have this whole VIP discount, so like a bunch of their initial stuff that you buy will cost a whole lot less. So, it's kind of like cheap upgrades, cheap leveling in a way.
Yeah, boost yourself a bit.
Yeah.
I really like the idea that the weapons level up, or actually all of your gear levels up.
Yeah, and it provides a boost, like a permanent boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just, and that's some of that kind of stuff that it reminds me of. It's good. So here's a completed tablet. So here's the first part of it. That's the clue on Hollowed King's Road. Blah blah blah. So the clue here, the very first level of the game is called Down King's Road. So the clue here is before every great quest. So at the start of the at the very start.
At the very start of the game, go left instead of right.
Exactly, but you also, though, it's the leap backwards is the key part there. So you actually have to play as the fighter, who has the ability to jump and leap back. And then once you do that, you find this thing, and I don't know what this means, but there's. Here, go to the map.
All right, I have gone to the map.
Go left and up, all the way up. Go there.
All right. We're in the clouds.
We are in the clouds.
I hear you, Meg. All right. We did it. We beat the mission.
So, do that, and then, oh hey.
Let's go here.
Let's go here.
Have you been here yet?
I have. Let's go look at this computer.
Okay.
And hey, this computer has symbols.
Oh, so we need to decipher the thingy. Oh no, we biffed the password. Does it kill us?
Incorrect two-factor authentication code.
Oh, that's that's good. If we could just guess one, that would be bad. Alright.
So yeah, so there's like secrets like that. So those tablets get you some piece of it, and I think the way that works is that there's some number of them in every area. So for instance, there's 2 in this area, and when we move to a new area to a different location, we no longer have those 2. So like they have to be done, like the pieces of them are specifically within this section. Who's ready for a boss fight?
Not me.
Too bad.
I'm bad at this game. Whoa, hold on, that's a good deal. Triss, now listen to what he has to say. He's awful large.
He's a Titan.
Those are friends of his.
Yes, they are. We know how this works. Clear ads.
Yep, that's true. No, I will get out of the way, thank you. Come on,
Oh, coming at you.
I got
Nice
him.
counting.
Countered and it did damage anyway.
Probably ran into a bullet. It is one thing with the counter, like, it'll clear you from some part of it, but then if you end up going into some other attack, it will not work out as well. Wow.
Alright, he's gonna bring his buds.
Takes enough damage.
Oh. Woo! Oh, there.
Cool.
Oof. Welcome back to the world of the living. Good job.
This looks like the health pickups to heal both people.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they get everybody at the same time. Awesome. Focusing on one enemy and I get hit in the back.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
Wow.
Oh. Come here.
Video games, right?
Video games, am I right?
Yep, I jumped out of the way and I still got killed.
Video games.
No, wow, I totally meant to say yes. But it gives me
And as far as like jumping into a friend's game or anything like that, like if they're ahead of you or it doesn't matter. Like it pulls all your progress, everything that you have saved with you, so you're kind of free to hop in and out as you need to. I haven't noticed anything like scaling wise as far as the enemies with health or requiring like taking more damage or anything like that, but they do.
the shield mechanic is what comes into co-op play.
Yeah, well, and there's
They're in the single player as well, but it only, I don't know, it's not quite as severe.
Yeah, and there's just usually more enemies than. Okay, wait, go back. Oh, okay.
Okay, you need to talk about things.
It's okay. You're good.
No.
No.
What do you want me to do?
Go to the cinematic thing on this map.
Which one? There are 3.
The very first one, over to the left. Yeah, that one. Secrets! Because I want to get a different gun for Meg.
Alright, I'm gonna drop.
Alright.
Nick.
You guys.
Oh, you gotta do your shooty.
I gotta do my shooty.
You do your shooty thingy.
Look, there's an arrow. The arrow's telling me to shoot some way. And look, you can even see the chest up there in the
Yeah.
clouds. Ding!
We did it.
We did it. That's just really cool. I like the fact that they have little things like that that are just, you know, keep a careful eye out and you see it.
Skip cutscene.
Hate to read?
I've already seen it.
How convenient. The tooltip that I got was like, hate to read? How did they know?
I don't.
You don't know?
I don't. Don't know at all. Alright, let's try not to get murdered by our crapitude.
Okay.
My crapitude.
I make no promises.
Alright. Go.
Oh. Jump. Shoot. Plant mine. Shoot. Nope. Whoa.
Why?
What was that about not getting murdered?
Well, the problem is... nothing gives you invincibility frames of any kind except for my counter.
Yeah, your dodge does, but
No. My dodge... I will die as soon as I hit the ground if I dodge at the wrong moment.
ah. Jump. Yeah. Take that, you.
Alright.
Yep.
There it goes.
Grab that. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I should have.
Yep, can't counter that.
Yay, profile strike.
Let's try it one more time before we give up and be sad.
Cry yourselves to sleep.
Alright.
Hopefully this time we get it because I really... The boss defeat here is so dumb in a good way.
So I try to jump out of the way. I am terrible.
Nope. Ah. Alright, let me get this health kit.
Get that health kit.
Yeah. Is that who I want to shoot? No. There we go. Nice. Alright. Bad start. Oh, come on. Alright, one dude's down. Two dudes are down. Nice. Nice. Whoa.
Ugh, come on. Really?
Oh, come on.
That is what happens to me constantly. title this thing Mist Counter. Awesome.
Gotcha.
Well done, Jason.
Yeah.
You did it.
We did it.
I just tanked the floor.
We did it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Dost thou even? It's pretty
Worth
good.
it for that. Worth it for that. Dost thou even live? Blarg.
It's gonna be on my tombstone. Alright.
Now I think we can show off the really cool thing.
The really cool thing.
Or just the fun, dumb thing, actually. I'll put it that way.
I like fun, dumb things.
This is a fun, dumb thing.
Okay.
Close out with
Is
this.
it swatting this cat repeatedly?
No, don't. Stop it!
Is it Captain Air Crit? Okay, what are we looking at?
I'm just shooting the cat out of the way.
We can now
So
party.
We can now party.
Oh man, okay. Sweet. That's pretty good. I unfortunately can only play the guitar.
Yep. Tank sings, engineer plays the drum.
That's pretty funny. Well, sir, I think that's probably a good place to stop, so why don't you offer up some final thoughts here?
We're gonna do a full review, co-op review of this, and we'll have something up either later this week or early next, depends on when I can get it cranked out here. It's a bummer about the 3-player online thing. That's something I haven't looked into too much, but hopefully, obviously, if there's that many people out there saying that's an issue, then it's something that I'm sure the devs are looking into and figuring out how to solve. But straight up, just as a co-op game, like, I've had a ton of fun playing this with you on my own. Like, I think there's a lot of... This is definitely one of those games where, you know, you can get into it and you can play some, and it's... There's a certain point, and I think that boss fight that we just did is it, where it's sort of the... you see what it is that they're now doing with this, that you're just like, okay, it's this. This is now...
This is really goofy.
Well, I mean, but it's also like, I have to be this good to do it. Like, you know, like, I need to be enough of skill and everything else, like, for what they're demanding, and learning some of what they... You're not going to make this easy for me to do a wrap-up with that, are you? Shoot the cat. But yeah, so, it's, you know, it's fun to play with friends. It's definitely something that, like... There is some confusion. There's some things with, like, the visual system. Like, I appreciate the fact that they have the arrows there to indicate where people are going, but it's still a lot to get lost in. So, yeah. Expect our review later up. Have a few more detailed thoughts on it, but I don't know. If you're looking for a fun brawler, like, I think this has a lot of potential, and I think, you know, it's out now for PC and Xbox One. I can't remember if they have PS4 or Nintendo Switch plans in the works. I think they do for at least one of those platforms. And certainly now, with the way that the Switch is gone, I'd be all game for playing this on the Switch, because if they can get enough stuff worked out, being able to play this, like, do LAN co-op kind of a thing would be awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think my only real wish is that it does I don't know how to do it, but I really wish it did a little bit better job of letting you know when you're about to take damage. Like, I had to take a talent that turns this into something that I take reduced damage. But it looks and feels like the movement skills of the tank class, and when you use the movement skill of the tank class, you don't take damage. So even though they are assigned to different buttons and I should probably know better, if you're constantly flipping classes around, it might not be drilled in quite as much as you need.
Yeah, for sure. It's it's definitely one of those things where because of the way they have the VIP system, so you don't have to necessarily worry about like in terms of progressing things, it's worth sticking with one class, seeing how it goes, getting used to them, and then going back with another class and play through some of the earlier stuff, so you just get a little bit more comfortable with them. Again, if you're playing single player, it lets you choose two, so there's at least two of them that you get to try out and kind of get a feel for. But I mean, I appreciate the fact that all of them feel a little bit different. All of them have their own little thing going on, and they all require different approaches for trying to master them. And with that, we'll stop tormenting this cat that you just bounce back at you and smack with your hammer.
Sure did.
Woo! That's Full Metal Furies. Out now. Steam. Xbox One. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.